Hello, Harupa Unified School District. I'm James Heckman. I'm the Network Manager for the Education Information Department, and today I'd like to discuss bulk adding student addresses to a personal distribution list in Microsoft Outlook. To start with, you'll need to go to MyJUSD, and once you're on MyJUSD, you would want to select JUSD Report Server on the right-hand side under District Links. Once here, you'll go to the Scheduling folder. And once under scheduling, you will go to class roster with student Google IDs. The student Google ID is the same ID that the student will use for all email, their 10-digit student ID number at jusd.k12.ca.us. Since I'm not a teacher, my values are a little restricted, but I will go through and demonstrate that you will need to select your school site with track, the period that you want the schedule for, and the enrolled as of date. The default is today's date. If you have any need to change it, you may do so. Otherwise, click View Report. As I mentioned, I don't have a class, but we'll export this data anyway. Under the Select a Format pull-down, you'll want to select Excel. Click the blue Export text next to it. On Google Chrome, you will get a pop-up right here that downloads the file. You'll want to click that to open it. I'm in Firefox, so the pop-up dialog comes up over here. I select OK, and it gives me something that looks like this. Ideally, yours will look closer to this. I went ahead and cheated. So what we'll need to do is we will need to copy these email addresses, and from there we will need to go to Microsoft Outlook. In Outlook, you will open your address book in the upper right corner. The address book defaults to the global address list, which is populated by IT here, which includes staff's email as well as distribution groups for various departments and programs. This personal distribution group will exist under the contacts field under your name. As you can see, I have a bit of information here, but we're going to create a new one. So at the top, select File, New Entry, and since this is going to be a contact group, we'll select New Contact Group. It brings up the new contact area. Giving it a specified name is always a good idea. You can either give the school year, or if you work at multiple sites, the site value. But since this is demonstration, we'll just do period 1, Algebra 2. Now, here's the bulk part. Under Add Members, you will add members from Address Book, and in the field, you will paste those numbers and click OK. You've now added each of those addresses to the list. It doesn't provide username, but at least you'll be able to get your schedules in and you'll know where you're going. If one of these happen to leave, you can select Remove Member, and they'll be dropped off the list. So once you're done, click Save and Close. As you can see, I now have a period 1, Algebra 2. I can close my address book. So now I want to email that period 1, Algebra 2. I select New Email. I open my address book. I change it from the global address book to my contacts, and I select period 1, Algebra 2. Double-clicking will add it to the To field. OK, and there it is. If you want to verify who is in that group, you can click the plus icon to expand the group and show each individual student ID. Now, once you have sent this out the first time, you will not have to go into the address book again to open it. So in this case, we're looking for period 1, Algebra 2. I just start with the P, and already I've got period 1, Algebra 2 showing at the top. Same students as before if I expand it, and we're all set. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to the technology department, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video.